Hi, I'm Pam Wagniers with NutriPhysique, nutritionist and exercise physiologist, and I'm here tonight to show you some cool food visuals that I think will stick in your mind, and you might think twice again about eating a bagel or having too much sugar. So let me show you some cool tricks. So first off, I want to show you a couple of different foods that have about 60 grams of carbs. Okay, that's a lot to eat in one meal. It's a lot of carbs. It's about a third of the carbs that most people should have in a day. And these foods are also going to have a 60-to-1 ratio. We should eat about a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1 ratio of carbs to protein. So here we go. Let's take a look. A bagel. So if you're one of those that likes a bagel and cream cheese for breakfast, you're getting about 60 grams of carbs, and you're getting a 60-to-1 ratio of carbs to protein, because there's really no protein in cream cheese, unfortunately. I wish there was, but there isn't. So what else? Whoa. 8 slices of bread contain about 60 grams of carbs. I'm sorry, 4 slices of bread. This is sliced in half. 4 slices of bread. Yep, 2 donuts. You might as well just do the donuts, you know? Go for the gold. 60 grams of carbs. If you think you're saving yourself, excuse me, with a blueberry muffin in the morning, thinking you're being healthy, it's also got 60 grams of carbs in a 60-to-1 ratio. Ouch. Or you might as well go for 11 not so thin mints. These are Girl Scout cookies. 11 of them. Okay, 60 grams of carbs. Now I put this 85% dark chocolate bar in there because it does not have 60 grams of carbs. It only has 37. So it's almost half the carbs as in the bagel. 11 not so thin mints. They're not going to make you thin anyway. A blueberry muffin. 2 French crullers, 4 pieces of toast, or a simple bagel. 60 grams of carbs. Wow. Okay, let's talk about sugar for a second. So this is just one of those, 16-ounce yummy coffee drinks from we won't mention where. And let's just say it's a chocolate mocha coffee. It's got 9 teaspoons of sugar. Each sugar cube represents 1 teaspoon. So we're looking at 9 teaspoons of sugar with a shot of caffeine in the morning, as compared to an entire, mind you, this is a big, see there's my hand, it's a big chocolate bar. It's only got 7 teaspoons for the whole bar. 70%. That's why I always recommend doing 70% cocoa or higher, because it's not much sugar. 7 teaspoons of sugar in that 70% bar. 3 teaspoons of sugar in this 85% cocoa bar. How cool is that? If you can do 85% cocoa, you're only looking at 3 teaspoons of sugar. Or you can have this wonderful little 1/4 cup of pecans sprinkled with some awesome cinnamon. That's a really good sweet treat that tastes like cookies. Where's the sugar cubes? They're not there. 0 sugar. And in fact, cinnamon helps balance blood sugar. So you're good to go there. For a second here. If you were to do a bowl of oatmeal in the morning, you're getting a 4-to-1 ratio. Not too bad, not too bad. But if you add an egg or a 1/4 cup of nuts, you just made yourself a breakfast with a 2-to-1 ratio. Much better at balancing your blood sugars. And a 2-to-1 carb to protein ratio is also going to help your body burn those calories for energy and not store them as fat. That's a cool breakfast. Let's take a look at these bars. If you're one that just likes to have a bar for breakfast, we've got a Luna bar, that happens to have a 1.75 to 1 ratio of carbs to protein, that's a winner. And only 3.5 teaspoons of sugar. This Laura bar, on the other hand, is a 6 to 1 ratio, so be careful. It has a full 6 teaspoons of sugar in it. And if you just ate half of that bar with a handful of nuts, you're going to bump that ratio back down to a 2 to 1. So that's a better idea. Eat half of that bar and a handful of nuts, and you'll only have 3 teaspoons of sugar in that case, and a 2 to 1 ratio. Okay, I'm looking at some yogurt here, and we've got a strained 2% Greek yogurt that is so high in protein and so low in carbs, it comes out to a 0.4 to 1 ratio of carbs to protein. That means it's got less carbs than it has protein. It's got as much protein as 3 eggs, and it only has 8 grams of carb, sorry. Yeah, 8 grams, sorry, I had to double check myself there. 8 grams, it's so hard to believe I had to double check it. 3 ounces of protein. There's a good breakfast. And when you go over to your standard, regular, sugar-added yogurt, you've got a 5 to 1 ratio, not so good anymore, carb to protein. And it's only got the amount of protein as 1 egg. So you're not going to feel as good if that's your breakfast or part of your breakfast. So that was fun and very visual, and I hope some of those little tidbits stick with you. And for more cool tips like this on food and healthy eating, go to Inspiration with Every Bite at my website and sign up for a monthly program that includes cooking videos and exercise videos and cool tips like this and health tips and motivational tips too at www.nutrophysique.net. Thanks.